Hello everyone, this is Husker Eurocat welcoming you back to Madden 19 for the PC and the New York Jets franchise. The Jets struggled big time in our last preseason game against the Giants and had, a disastrous third quarter. It seemed that Josh McCown lost the ability to play quarterback. He threw back-to-back interceptions and it just wasn't pretty. The Giants capitalized on the miscues and won big. In this week's game, they travel to Philly to take on the Eagles. Somehow, they're going to need to find a running attack. I know this is preseason and playing the backups is part of the process, but it just isn't looking good right now. Last week, the running backs rarely got a chance to run the ball because, quite frankly, they couldn't get any room to run once they had the ball. Let's see if Coach Nelson was able to make any changes to get the running game going this week because they have a rough opponent tonight against the defending Super Bowl champs. So let's get set for the Jets and the Eagles. Cairo Santos is kicking the ball deep to start out the football game. Darren Sproles is back, and it goes through the back of the end zone, so out to the 25-yard line. And Carson Wentz is going to lead the Eagle attack. Here on first down. The give is to Jay Ajayi. He jukes and makes a first down out past the 35-yard line. It looks like the sun may play a part here in the early going for the defense, and Zach Ertz catches that one. First down again for the Eagles. Wentz back to pass and completes it to Aguilar. Terrence Brooks tackles him for a 7-yard gain. And there's a flag, and it looks like there was some movement on the play, and that indeed is the call. Brandon Brooks called for the false start. That backs him up 5 yards. 2nd and 8. Wentz on the move. Running way outside. Breaks a tackle, and it's down the sideline and slides at the 32-yard line for first down. Now he's going to pass, and Aguilar catches it inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. First and goal for the Eagles, and Carson Wentz is dropped in the backfield. Leonard Williams making the play back at the 16. Now on 3rd and goal. Wentz back to pass, and it bounces off the head of Alshon Jeffrey. And Elliott comes on for a 32-yard field goal, and it is through the middle. The Eagles take the early lead, 3-0. That brings on Darnold and the Jets. Back to pass, and it's complete to Walford over the 30-yard line for a 4-yard gain. The 31 out of the shotgun. Powell has a gain up the hash marks to the 34, and on 3rd down, it's incomplete. The Jets go 3 and out on their first possession, and Wentz with the play fake hits Jeffrey downfield at the 45-yard line. First down, Eagles. Jay Ajayi now takes it out to midfield for a 5-yard gain. Wentz throws to Jeffrey inside Jet territory at the 39 for another first down. And on 2nd and 12, there is another flag, and it's an offside penalty on the defense. David Bass is guilty. 2nd and 7. Jay Ajayi gets absolutely nowhere. Doesn't even get out of the backfield for a 3-yard loss. Now it's 3rd and 10. Wentz back to pass. Tries to run and can't get out of the backfield. Sacked again by Leonard Floyd. The Jets go 3 and out, so it's the Eagles' ball again. And out of the shotgun. Wentz looking for somebody to throw to, goes way downfield, and it's knocked away. Tremaine Johnson getting a hand on that one. Wentz back to pass again, completes it to second-round draft choice Dallas Goedert. And Wentz back again, completes it to Aguilar. He has lots of room, being chased down and tackled finally at the 21 by Kayvon Webster. And yet another flag. False start on the offense. Backs him up another 5 yards. Wentz hands off to Ajayi, and he goes around the left side. And he's some tough running inside the 20, 17-yard line. Wentz throws, and it's complete to Wilson inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. Now on 2nd and goal, Ajayi gets stopped at the 1-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they give it to Sproles, and he can't make the goal line. And that brings us to the end of the first quarter with the Eagles on top 3-0. And they are moving the football with some kind of ease. Beside not being able to make it into the end zone, the Jets defense really needs to step it up. On 4th and goal, Elliott drives home the chip shot from the 7-yard line. And the Eagles lead 6-0. Darnold. No, that's not Darnold. McCown has come into the game, and he completes it to Stewart. Stewart is down the middle of the field. Touchdown, Jets. So with a personnel change, the Jets make short order of getting into the end zone themselves. Ardarius Stewart getting 51 rack yards as he takes that one all the way into the end zone for the score. Now the Eagles have to try to answer. Sproles with the spin gets some good yardage out to the 28. 3rd and 4. Nick Foles almost has it intercepted. Terrence Brooks just can't come down with it, and that gives the ball back to the Jets. McCown is sacked. Eagles 4th rounder Josh Sweat getting to him. Out of the backfield, out of the shotgun. He throws long this time, and it's knocked away. Chris Margos getting to the ball. And on 1st down, Nick Foles completes it. No, I don't know. Is that complete?
Offense.
He touched it after going out of bounds. So the Eagles lose the down, and Clement takes it up the middle to the 48-yard line. 3rd and 3 now. And it's knocked away by Jordan Jenkins. 4th down, and the Jets take over. McCown brings out the Jets. And from the 20-yard line, out of the I formation, he's back to pass and completes it to Charles Johnson. 1st down, Jets at the 31-yard line. Now with rookie Trenton Cannon in the backfield, he gets the ball on a halfback draw, and he's out to the 39-yard line. 2nd and 2. He's still in the backfield, and he gets the ball again. 1st down, up the middle to almost midfield. They give him the 49-yard line. McCown back to pass. Throws long, and it's complete. Christopher Herndon IV makes the grab at the 11-yard line. Now McCown back to throw. Hits Stewart in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. And Stewart celebrates in the end zone with the team. Obviously wants to be fed more, and that's his 2nd touchdown on the evening. Foles drops back, and Henry Anderson follows him back, tackles him at the 22. 3rd and 18 now. Foles has all day to throw the ball and hoist that one clear out of bounds. That gives the Jets another opportunity. McCown back throws long, and it's intercepted. McCown starting to get a little bit too greedy, and Sidney Jones IV takes that one out of the sky. Nice camera work there. The Eagles take over in good position at the 46-yard line. Sproles up the center to the 47 of the Jets. And that brings us down to the 2-minute warning where the Jets have taken the lead now 14-6. Foles alone in the backfield. Throws complete to Wilson inside the 35 to move the chains for the Eagles. Now on 1st and 10, Foles back to pass, gets hit and loses the football. Xavier Cooper on the recovery, and he starts running the wrong way. But the ball is still down at the 48-yard line, and ultimately that gives the ball back to the Jets. Out of the shotgun, the give is to McGuire up the middle, and he's inside Eagle territory. Now on 2nd and 4, the throw is to Walford over the middle, and he is inside the 25-yard line for a Jet first down. And McCown is now 6 of 9 for 159 yards. On 3rd and 7, he has that one batted away. So from 38 yards away, Cairo Santos misses the field goal, and the score remains the same. The Eagles take over. Darren Sproles runs up the middle, but there's a flag on the play. Holding on the offense. Chance Warmack guilty of the infraction, and that backs him up to the 19-yard line. Sproles up the middle, and he's out to the 26. That will bring an end to the first half. Although he did get just a little greedy on one pass and had it intercepted, Josh McCown is playing an outstanding second quarter of football, and let's see if that continues here in the second half. McCown brings them out, and they'll start at the 28-yard line. Out of the shotgun, fake handoff, and he's looking downfield and completes it to Terrell Pryor at the 49-yard line. Now with Cannon in the backfield, he's going to stay in, but McCown gets sacked. Corey Nelson making the play in the backfield. Now alone in the backfield, McCown throws over the middle, and it's knocked away. Malcolm Jenkins getting his big mitts in there. So on 4th and 14, the punt is away, and it hits at the 2, and they're going to mark it at the 7-yard line. The Eagles now on safety alert. Throw a screen out to Clement, and it's read perfectly by Marcus May. 3rd and 12. The give is to Sproles up the middle, and he gets to the 9-yard line. 4th and 8, and the Eagles have to punt. It's on its way. Trenton Cannon is there at his own 42 and is inside Eagle territory at the 43. Now McCown goes back to pass, completes it to Walford, and he's tackled at the 31. First down, Jets, and that's his 3rd reception on the game. Cannon goes up the middle to the 27-yard line for a 4-yard gain. Out of the I formation, McCown goes across the middle to a wide-open Clive Walford, and he's down to the 4-yard line. 1st and goal. McCown has all day to pass and gets sacked. He just ran out of time, Tim Jernigan finally catching up with him. Now on 3rd and goal. McCown back to pass, swings it out to Cannon, and he is tackled at the 7-yard line. That brings on Cairo Santos for a 24-yard field goal, and it's up and good, and the Jets extend their lead 17-6. Foles, hands off. No, it's a fake, and he is sacked back at the 16-yard line by Kevin Pierre-Louis. Foles again out to Goddard, and he is tackled at the 29. 4th and 6, and they have to punt. This time Cannon gets the ball. He has the first down and more out to the 42-yard line. And there is a flag, and an illegal block in the back by Brandon Shell, and it's coming back. 1st and 7 this time. McCown throws to Charles Johnson at the 41-yard line of the Eagles. Now Cannon gets the ball again and goes up the numbers to the 37 for a 5-yard gain. The give this time is to McGuire, and he is short of the sticks. 3rd and 1, and that brings us to the end of the 3rd quarter with the Jets on top 17-6. Rawls, tough running up the middle, and has the first down at the 28-yard line. Now McCown goes back to pass, throws over the middle, complete to Walford, and he loses the football. Nate Gary, 2nd-year man out of Nebraska, hits him hard, jars the ball loose, and makes his own recovery in the end zone. So on what should be another touchdown for the Jets, turns into a fumble recovery out to the 20-yard line for the Eagles. Foles completes it out to the 26-yard line, and Marcus Wheaton. 2nd and 4. Foles, a quick throw over the middle to Goddard, and a first down. At the 32-yard line, Foles throws another screen and out to Clement, and he's tackled at the 37-yard line for a 5-yard gain. Foles throws complete. Marquise Wilson makes the grab, but not enough for the first down. They're staying on the field, and on 4th down, Goddard can't hang on to the ball, broken up by Neville Hewitt. That brings on Josh McCown for another shot at a touchdown. Starting out in wonderful field position at the 42. Rawls gets the call up the hash marks to the 37-yard line for a 5-yard pickup. McCown back to pass, throws complete over the middle to Jordan Leggett inside the 20-yard line. First down, Jets. 3rd and 11 now. Back to pass. McCown throws into the end zone, and it's broken up. TJ Ward on the deflection, and Cairo Santos comes on for another field goal and boots it straight through. That brings the score to 20-6 Jets. Foles throws across the middle to Marcus Wheaton, and he has a first down. Let's see if the Eagles have it in them to get something going here. And it's off the helmet of Perry Nickerson, bounces around and falls incomplete. 4th and 10. Foles back to pass. Trying to complete this one and bounces off Goddard's arm, and the Eagles miss another scoring opportunity. McCown back to pass, throws complete to Ardarius Stewart at the 7-yard line. McCown is now over 300 yards passing, and Ardarius Stewart beats the rookie Avante Maddox off the line and makes the catch. On 1st and goal, McCown throws. Touchdown, Charles Johnson. The Jets are really racking up some points now. It's 27-6. Nick Foles back to pass. Wilson over the middle, catches the ball, and it's going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. 3rd and 8. Foles back to pass again, and it's incomplete. No, it's intercepted. Rontez Miles makes the catch off the deflection and is tackled at the 46, giving the Jets another opportunity. Cannon up the right side and is tackled at the 50 for a 4-yard gain. McCown, that's Darnold is in the game now. Completes it to Johnson at the 41-yard line. The give is to Cannon. He has lots of room. He wasn't even touched going through the line. And look at him dance in the end zone. That's not something that you see every day. And with that score, that brings us to the end of our ball game. The Eagles fall 34-6 in this ball game at home and on national television. Sorry, it's only preseason, but that's the best that the Jets can do right now. They definitely found a rhythm, that's for sure. A team is normally considered pretty good if their first downs and third down conversion percentage is better than average. Well, the Jets didn't have a very good third down conversion percentage, and they had 12 first downs in the entire game. The passing game was clicking, however, and third down only came around 9 times in the game. On scoring drives, they didn't seem to need third down that often. The Eagles had one more first down than did the Jets, but the scoreboard was definitely lopsided at 34-6. Each team had 2 turnovers, so you can't really say that turnovers was the determining factor in the game. The Jets defense allowed 300 yards, but it stiffened up very nicely when it came to letting the Eagles into scoring position. Josh McCown had probably his best game out of the season, throwing for over 300 yards on just 25 attempts and garnering a 130 passer rating in the process. The best thing I can say about Sam Darnold is that he didn't throw a pick in this game. Other than that, he didn't have a very good showing at all. His accuracy, or lack of it, has really shown up to be a real issue here in the preseason. On the other hand, it seemed that the running game got marginally better this week, and Trenton Cannon, the rookie out of Virginia State, ripped off a big touchdown run. It's now time to make some preseason cuts and assign players to the practice squad. Some of these guys had big plays, but overall didn't have what it takes to make the team. Some were the likes of strong safety Doug Middleton, cornerbacks Derek Jones and Justin Burris, left end Brandon Copeland, and others. Sad to say that some just don't qualify for the practice squad and won't be staying with the team. Tight end Christopher Herndon IV, who got injured in this game, is going to miss the first 6 weeks of the season, so I went ahead and put him on the injured reserve list. And then it came time to fill the practice squad roster, and I noticed that Mario Edwards Jr. was in free agency and no one had picked this guy up yet. A defensive tackle at 80 overall and a quick developer, I snatched him up and put him on the regular roster to back up the defensive tackle position. With Steve McClendon in the last year of his contract and getting a little age on him, I thought Edwards would be a good fit for the future, and he's a scheme fit as well, which doesn't hurt anything. Then came one of the boldest moves before the season began. I took Bilal Powell, who is now 29 years of age. I thought that he might get hit by the regression bug, especially playing in a backup role, and I traded him to Denver and got right outside linebacker Shane Ray to shore up the linebacking crew a bit. This might come back to kick me later on, but it just seemed like a good idea at the moment. Well, we'll see. I finally got to filling the practice squad with talent that I think might be good for developing, and there you have the 2018 New York Jets roster. There's already a quarterback controversy of sorts, with McCown having a really good preseason, so he has won the starting job. We have to see how he performs in the next few games, but for now, Sam Darnold is going to be learning on the sideline. With Powell traded, Trenton Cannon was kept on the regular roster in favor of Elijah McGuire. I just felt that Cannon had a better preseason, so he gets the nod there. I swapped tight ends Jordan Leggett and Eric Tomlinson in the fullback spot and signed Troy Nicholas to a one-year deal to fill the tight end spots. And here's my reasoning on that. I was doing some practice, and left tackle Antonio Garcia was being used often when I went to a multiple tight end set, so I thought another tight end was in order. I left the wideouts alone. They seemed in the right order to me. Then it was on to the O-line. With the acquisition of Quentin Nelson and Richie Incognito, I hope we have a stronger line, and if the last game was any indication of the line opening holes for the backs, we may be able to survive this season. The right tackle spot may be an issue, but there isn't a lot I can do about that at the moment. I know Incognito is probably in his last season, but we need the experience and strength, if only for a single season. Next year, who knows what will happen. Now it's on to the defense, and I think I've been able to make some headway with this bunch. With the addition of Mario Edwards Jr., Jonathan Hankins, and moving Henry Anderson inside to defensive tackle, the line seems to be pretty strong. We have some good talent in the secondary, but the linebacking crew is most suspect. There are some gaps at right outside and middle linebacker, but other than that, the Jets look ready to go on the defensive side of the ball. The need is there because the Jets will be on the road on Monday night to open their season in Ford Field to meet the Detroit Lions. The Lions, led by veteran quarterback Matt Stafford, will still have a formidable offensive attack and have their sights set on winning the NFC North. They have a fairly weak O-line, and maybe the Jets can take advantage of that somehow. Now, the D, led by Darius Slay, seems to be a little weak as well, but McCown may have a little problem throwing the ball against the corners and safeties. He may do well in the middle of the field with the average linebacking core. The running game could do well against the weaker D-line, but that depends on whether or not the O-line blocks well. Thanks so much for watching. Please keep in mind that if you enjoyed this video, leave a like so that others can enjoy it as well. And make sure that you subscribe and click on the bell for notifications of upcoming videos as well. The Jets are looking to start out their 2018 campaign on a good note with a win in Detroit. Will the rushing game materialize in this one? And will the defense be able to squash the efforts of Stafford and company? Be with us to find out as we travel to Ford Field to take on the Lions. And until I see you then, this is Husker Eurocat saying so long for now, and have a good day, everyone.